Because the update is not yet released, I'm going to have to show you on my developer unit. You would come into image only, you would select EO1, and then save to internal. At this point, all I need to do is connect my drive and hit go. Atrio is an advanced digital forensics tool with both multitask and multitasking capabilities, specifically built for analyzing hard drives, thumb drives, and other removable media. Functionally, it's easy to learn, easy to teach, and hard to forget. It's designed around automation and portability to assist you on the go or in the office. Atrio now has the ability to store images internally. It's an on-the-go capability that is unique to Atrio. Because the update is not yet released, I'm going to have to show you on my developer unit. So what I'm going to do is take my 512 gig drive here. I am going to connect that to Atrio as the source on the input. What I'm going to do is come into image only, select save file internal. You can see it automatically selected EO1. And then I'm also going to verify it so that I can get a status update once it's done. What will happen is once the image is created internally, Atrio will run EWF verify against that internal image and then display the success results to the screen here. You can also get the success results by coming into settings and selecting report stored EO1 DDs. Once we've selected our options, I'm going to go ahead and hit go. Atrio will then save this drive to the internal memory. And once it's done imaging, you'll see that it will kick over into the verification process. Once it's done with the verification, it will indicate, based on the results of that, if that was successful or if the verification failed. And that can give you confidence that the internal image completed successfully. If you want to verify the results and see what is stored internally, what you do is connect the drive to the output, come into settings, select report stored EO1s, hit go. Atrio is going to dump reports out about what is stored internally and display to the screen how much space is left. So in this case, I have 2.7 terabytes free. On this developer unit, it doesn't display special characters because of the code that I have in the microcontroller, but that does display properly on the Mark II. Let's go ahead and take a look at the report. Open it up here, you'll see Atrio exported acquisitions, and then in here is where you'll see the internal storage info. Lets us know the total size of all of the images, as well as the space still left available. And then we can see here's a list of all of the internal images. So we've got this one. Here's each individual file. I did not run a verification for this one, so there's no verification report. Same for this. I did not run a verification, so there's no verification report. But this large one, this 512 gig, I did run a verification, and at the bottom you'll be able to see that verification report. Real quick before we do, I want to mention that it does include the MD5 and the progress report. And down here we can see, since I did run verification and then it was verified successful, so it will check after this report is done, and if the verification was successful, it will mark it as successful. Additionally, it will export each of the progress reports for each of the images. So we can come in here and we can come through and see the full acquisition progress. 512, 13 minutes and 6 seconds. Here's the hash, and it was completely successful. So this is without the verification. Every image will have one of these, so you can export this to verify that everything imaged properly. If you want to run the additional verification, you can do that, and that's when you would find this additional hash verification report. That you'll be able to access once you export all the images to a destination drive. To export the images that you've collected, all you're going to do is take your destination drive, plug it into the output, and then select export stored EO1 DDs. If you would like to run a verification once they're complete, you can do that. Basically what this will do is it will look at the destination drive, all of the images that it exported, create a list of those, and then run EWF verify across those, just to make sure that everything got exported properly. And you're going to hit go. This will dump everything out to a folder that says exported images, and that includes all the internal reporting that Atrio had stored previously. If you want to erase the internal images, all you got to do is select erase stored images, hit go, and Atrio will go through and clear out the stored images.